Hey guys, this was Coconut. How are you doing? We are all preparing for Thanksgiving. It is almost Turkey Day. I'm going over to my daughter's house and we're going to cook together, drink a little something and enjoy each other. And yes, I'll be coming off my diet for the day. I'm not even watching calories, honey. But let's talk about Thanksgiving. Okay, so we grew up with making little turkey hands in school and doing those little plays, gobble gobble, and just having a general sense of good feeling about this holiday. But as you grow up and you start to read history, you realize this holiday, which was always a celebration of the Pilgrims landing in America and becoming peaceful with the natives that were here, and they all had this big kumbaya together and had this big beautiful dinner, and we're giving thanks for the first crops that were successful, and we still celebrate this feeling of thankfulness for the bounty of the land ever since. But what they were really celebrating was the massacre of the native people. Okay, if you don't know the story of them giving smallpox in the blankets of the natives that were on American land to clear them off the land, okay? Now, they always try to tell us this isn't true, that's ethnic cleansing, and that's, unconscionable, but it is so very much true. They basically decimated the Native Americans with this disease, okay? Now, as you see in this picture, the Native Americans I'm showing you are copper colored. That's a whole theory on its own, okay? Because the natives that they show you now, they be white. Woo! Do y'all want to know the story of that? How the native copper-colored people became white on America's land? Anywho, so they were really celebrating victory of war because they were defeating the enemy, the Pilgrims. They were defeating the enemy. The enemy was the native people of the land, okay? That they came over here and they wanted to, subdue them and subject them and make them basically slaves on their own land. And speaking of which, there is a huge conspiracy theory about how the Native American people were really copper-colored people, black people that did not come from Africa. And I have said this before, I have read some of the slave narratives where the slaves, when recounting the story of their lineage, said they never came here on boats, that they were always here on American soil. So anyway, Thanksgiving has a lot of hype behind it. So it has less to do with Thanksgiving and more to do with the occult rituals that the powers that be have on this particular land. For example, let's look at some of the symbolism that you probably never thought about, but they have very occultic overtones to them. So we got the good horn of plenty, the cornucopia. That word literally means horn of plenty. If you're old like me, then you know that our moms used to have this sitting on the table, and they would have like little pumpkins and grapes and nuts and things, squash, things like that symbolize abundance. They probably didn't even know why they were doing it, So this is associated with the Greek goddess, I believe, of fortune, okay? But also with the god Zeus. They said that Zeus accidentally broke the horn of a goat, which was a goddess. And he had to repay her by making sure the horn was always filled with eternal abundance. Which, hey, I'm not mad at abundance. I preach abundance and prosperity, child. So I'm okay with that. But do you know why you got the cornucopia filled with fruits, vegetables, nuts, grains, breads, leaves, and flowers on your table? Do you know? I've always thought that it's so interesting that Thanksgiving is celebrated on the last Thursday of November. Why Thursday? What is the significance? So I'll tell you. Thursday is Jupiter's day, okay? And Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and it is the planet of benevolence and abundance. A lot of rituals are done on Thursdays for that reason, because you're tapping into the energy of expansion and good luck, okay? So there's no mistake there. They actually moved Thanksgiving to the last Thursday to help tie it into the Christmas season. And that's why we started to get the Black Friday. And that's going to help propel the retail and get the commerce going. Because let's face it, the God of this world is all about commerce, okay? And so there is no mistake that Thursday is the celebrated day of Thanksgiving. Just imagine, everyone is feeling loving and kind and gentle. They're surrounded with their family, and all of that good energy pushes forward into the atmosphere. And then the retailers grab that energy, and through their ads and media and things like that, they get to stimulate your brain and get you thinking of all the things that you need to buy on Black Friday. Jupiter is sort of like Zeus, okay? Very much a sky god. But what I thought was so interesting, that one of Jupiter's name is Lustius, which means light bringer. Who else is the light bringer that sounds like Lustius? Lucifer, who's the god of this world, who rules the heavens and the skyways, right? Which is why there's a quote in the Bible that says, "You wrestle not against flesh and blood." So you all know I love and am fascinated by mythology. So we're going to be talking about lots of things like this. Now, you can pick apart Thanksgiving. You can go by the symbolism of each thing that we use, that we eat. And you can find something underneath that's going to give you a layer that you didn't know. But most importantly, what I take from all of this is that even though this may not be the best holiday to celebrate, because there was a lot of massacre that was surrounding this, we today understand it's just a time for us to be with our loved ones, okay? And so try not to bash people that celebrate it. Try not to bash the people that go shopping. We all are adults, and we do what we will, and it's really not your job to really try to wake anybody up. Okay, all you really have to do is put information out there, and if anyone is seeking it, they will definitely find it. What I've learned from 2020 is that nothing should be taken for granted. No one should be taken for granted. And you really do have to surround yourself with people that you love and that love you, people that make you feel good, right? And you have to be in a state of gratitude always for everything that you have, even if you think it's not enough, even if you think it's a little bit, even if you think you deserve more, whatever the case may be. Just be grateful in that space of, I have this, and I'm going to be happy for what I have. I may only have one friend, but I'm grateful for that one good friend, okay? I may have, a 2018 car, but I'm grateful for that 2018 car. I'm grateful I can pay my car note. Whatever. I just want you to be in a state of gratefulness. That's a ritual in itself, okay? Now, I want to thank all of you that watch my videos, all 20 of you. I appreciate you. I'm going to do a giveaway soon because I haven't done one in a while, just to help with a little Christmas money, which is another fun ritual we all participate in, don't we? Well, some of us are too woke to participate. But child, I've already started decorating. I don't do a lot of presents anymore, but we do love to decorate. So that's been fun. We already started. And I do want to thank all of you that, support me, that buy my products, that check out, in my description box. I have all of my businesses listed. I have my daughter's YouTube listed, So even if you can't donate money or buy a product, your energy and time is definitely enough for me. And I thank you for that. So whenever you have time to watch a video, share a video, I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I hope that you are surrounded with nothing but love and laughter. And as always, Om Shri Brezi.